Hello and welcome to Game 74, Round 3 of Rolling Realms. I'm Jamey. I'm here in St. Louis. A little dark here today, but hopefully you can see okay. And I'm really excited to play these three realms. These are three great realms, including, they're all promo realms. They're all based on other games, non-Stonemaier games. And there's Eminent Domain, which is one of the simplest realms possible. We're moving up columns. So if you have a number, you can choose that number and move up the column, cross it off, gain the benefit. Simple as that. Hey, Garrett, happy Friday to you too. Fleet, we're moving down the column. So you have a couple different numbers. You're moving down, you're gaining benefits. So again, you're gaining benefits right away. And then when you cross off the star, if you do cross off the star, you gain an ongoing benefit. Pretty powerful. I need to maybe decide what order I want to do those in, but let's see what I roll first. And then Potion Explosion also has kind of powerful one-time benefits after I complete the potions. I can't replicate numbers within each potion. Hey, Chad, thanks for joining us today as well. Let's jump in and start playing. Let me know as we play along what you all, 3 and a 6, what you all are playing this weekend, if you have anything fun planned for this weekend. Activities or games, anything goes. A 3 and a 6. All right, well, I'd love to get a coin on my first turn. In fact, I could get 2 coins if I wanted to. Why don't we do that? Why don't we use the 3 over here, cross off that coin, and then I'll use the 6 in Eminent Domain and get that coin as well. And I'll use one of those coins as a 1 to get, let's see, gain a die would be the bonus here. If I went over after that one, gain 1 resource per star scored in this realm. That's very powerful. And I get stars for completed potions. Okay. Okay, the potion is complete. Yeah, that's right. So when we complete a potion, not only do we get a one-time ability use whenever we want, but we also get the 3 stars in it. And then activate a realm that you've already used this turn. So that one's probably the least powerful, but you get 3 stars from it, which makes this one better. But this one I think is really good early on. So let's just put a 1 right there. Garrett says the combo of Fleet and Potion Explosion should be fun with one-time bonuses. I agree. Yeah, that's why I'm kind of excited to play this combination. And Viz is playing a D&D campaign tonight set in ancient Greece. That should be fun. I hope you have fun with that. All right, that was pretty simple for turn 1. Let's try turn 2. If you are watching this in the future and you have any questions or in the present, let me know about, I'm happy to answer anything that you want to know, but specifically about Rolling Realms as well, or these 3 realms. I'm happy to talk about that. 4 and 2. So in Eminent Domain, we're incentivized actually to kind of focus on certain columns, but I don't have a 6 there, so I can't do that again. I could use the 4 in Fleet the Dice roll, or Fleet the Dice game to keep going down. That could be good. Why don't I do that? I'll keep going down there to get that 6. And then in Potion Explosion, let's use a 2 to go ahead and get that first star. And I can gain any die if I want. Actually, that's pretty cool. Gain any die, any number. So I could keep moving up Eminent Domain with that benefit. You know, why not? I haven't done anything in Eminent Domain this turn yet. So let's go ahead and use that right away as a 6. So I can cross off this and keep moving up the 6. That gives me a bunch of coins that I can hopefully use in other realms on future turns. All right, turn 3. I just got a bunch of games in the mail. Here's a 5 and a 1. I just got SETI. I got Diatomes. I got Flip 7, Tranquility, the Ascent, The Gang, which is the only one of those so far that I played. I got Monkey Palace, Conquest Princess. I got a shipping notification, and also got a Star Realms Legacy, Tidal Blades 2. Did I miss any? And Caution Signs, if I didn't already say that one. So we have a ton of games on our shelf of opportunity to play potentially this weekend or beyond that I'm excited about. 5 and a 1. Okay, 5 and a 1. So the 5 I could use in Fleet the Dice game to complete this column. What's the benefit? After rolling, if both numbers are odd, you may alter one number plus or minus 1. The new value counts as a rolled die only for me. That's pretty cool. Why don't we go ahead and finish that off just so we can get that star and have that ongoing benefit. And it's this rightmost ability where we can get more stars. So I probably need to focus on that column now. In fact, that might be a little bit more urgent than doing this one. So I'm going to take that back and use the 5 over here while I can. So I'll use that one to get another heart. And then the 1, what do I do with the 1? So I have some coins I can use over there. I guess let's put the 1 in Potion Explosion. Let's get this one started. And then we'll do that one. And now over here in Eminent Domain, I guess I will just use a 1 value die. Let's go 6s and 1s over here to get a pumpkin. Chad says, I'm brushing up on the rules for Battlestar Galactica. It's been a while since I played that as well, Chad. 5 and a 3 on the roll. Chad says, what's the last time you've played? Thoughts? His wife and him are starting up the series again. You know, I was just listening to an interview on the Family Trips podcast with Katie Sackhoff, literally a few hours ago, where she talks a little bit about the series, but also just about other, family trips. It's the topic of the podcast. It's been a while since I watched the show. It's also been a while since I played the game, probably at least 5 years. Garrett says, SETI looks like a beast. And it is, yeah, there's a lot going. It's going to be a heavy game. Hopefully I'll have some help learning that one. And it's also physically heavy. Like I said, the package was really, really heavy. He says he's going to try to get Andromeda's Edge back to the table. I remember you said you played that recently. And maybe Unconscious Mind, another heavy game. He says it's Allie's birthday Sunday, so whatever she decides. That's awesome. Happy birthday to Allie. And I hope she has fun doing all of her favorite things on her birthday on Sunday. 5 and a 3. So maybe I can manipulate that 5 up to a 6. The 5 is also helpful in Fleet the Dice game. Walter, it's okay. Walter's over here crying about something. This is our cat, Walter, not a child, in case you don't know who Walter is. 5 and a 3. So I could use the 3 over here. Probably use the 5 in one of these two. The 3 could also work here. In fact, this could be interesting. What if I try this? If I put the 3 here, get a star. After rolling, if both numbers are odd, you may alter 1 plus or minus 1. Both numbers are odd. The new value counts as a rolled die. I'm assuming that is available anytime during the turn. I've rolled the dice. It is still after I've rolled the dice instead of immediately after rolling. So I'm going to change this 5 to a 6, which helps me in Eminent Domain. I get a star, and I get a coin. And now I could probably do the easy thing and put a coin over here, which I know I'm going to do eventually. So let's just put a 1 value, a 1 over here in Potion Explosion. All right, turn 5. Another 3 and a 5. So both numbers are odd again. So I could manipulate one of those numbers. Could do that. I don't necessarily need these 2 stars right now for the 6, though. So why don't I put the 5? I'll just use the 5 over here in Fleet as a pumpkin. And then I could manipulate this 3 to a 2 or a 4. So it could be a 2, 3, or 4 if I wanted it to be. I don't think I really need to manipulate it, though. So let's go ahead and keep it as a 3 and just put it right down here. I'll also create a 1 value die and use it over here in Eminent Domain to gain a pumpkin and a star. Pumpkin and a star. All right, turn 6. Right now, I don't know if you all are watching anything really good right now, but we are watching, other than Survivor, of course. Here's a pair of 5s, a lot of 5s this round. Pair of 5s. We're watching a show called Drops of God on Apple TV. It's a show. It's kind of inheritance fiction about wine, and so far we're really enjoying it. I'd recommend it if you like, if you're interested in wine, or if you like the drama of a giant inheritance that someone might win. That's fun. And there are 3 languages spoken on the show at different times: French, Japanese, and English. So if you like hearing and different languages and or reading stuff, that's a feature of the show as well. Pair of 5s, both are odd again in Fleet the Dice game, so I could use them in Fleet if I wanted to. At least for now, let's use a 5 right here as a coin. And I'll use a 5 in Potion Explosion down here. And now the question is, do I copy the 5? The answer is probably copy the 5. Do I try to change it into a 6 to get those stars, or do I go after the 5s? let's go after the 5s. Why not? I will copy the 5, use it right here as a coin. I'm good with that. See, Chet says he's selling his Kickstarter copy of Unconscious Mind. He backed it and now realized how heavy of a game it is. The past years helped me realize it's going to be too heavy for my liking. I can relate to that, Chad. Games of a certain weight just are sometimes too heavy for me. So, but it does look like a beautiful game at the very least. That's Unconscious Mind. Garrett says he's watching Shrinking. That'll be one that we'll let a few episodes of that save up. Where we did really enjoy season 1 of Shrinking. He says he's looking forward to Silo and Severance Return. You know, I just happened to see those trailers drop the other day. I didn't watch the trailers. I just marked my calendar for them. I think Silo is later in November and Severance is January. Garrett says Apple TV has really surprised me with the amount of quality content they have. I agree. Yeah, really good content there. Chad says I've become very content with his board game collection. Strangely satisfying feeling. I can relate to that too, Chad. I can definitely relate to that. 2 and a 3. Chad, I'm curious, are there any games that you acquired that you had in your collection before you realized that you were content, that you've gotten to the table multiple times since then? Just a game that you're really happy to have that you continually play. All right, a 2 and a 3. Let's focus here. Eminent Domain, neither of those are great for Eminent Domain, so I might just use a 1 in Eminent Domain. Ooh, I would love to get this star. In fact, I'm running out of time in Fleet the Dice game. I really need to get this star. But that would require me to turn this 3 into a 4, which I can do, actually. Why don't I just do that? That 3 becomes a 4, so I can cross that off and get that star. It says, whenever I activate all 3 realms in one turn, gain 1 star in this realm. So I have Fleet activated. I now need to use a 2 over in Potion Explosion. So let's put the 2 there, get 3 stars. Activate a realm you already activated this turn. Okay, that might be useful later. And then I'll use a 1 in Eminent Domain to get 2 pumpkins. And that also triggers this ability in Fleet the Dice game because I activated all 3 realms in one turn. Again, I'm assuming that is available since the status of this turn is that I use 3 realms, even though I didn't have that ability at the very beginning of the turn. Alrighty, turn 8 coming down to the wire here, but I'm feeling pretty good about this. A 1 and a 2. That's not ideal. I really need 6s and 5s would have been better in Eminent Domain, but I can work with the 1. The 1 is fine. That's 2 stars in Eminent Domain. I can certainly use the 2 in Fleet the Dice game. So I could also use a 1 there, though, actually. So why don't I use the 2 over here? And then I will... actually, the last turn, I can get a lot of resources from Potion Explosion. I can get 6 resources. That's very, very powerful for that. Let's just use a 1, create a 1, and use a 1 over here in Fleet and get a pumpkin. All right, so I really need a 5 or a 6 on this last turn. That'll give me some flexibility to work things out. Chad says, Clank, Outer Rim, Raiders of the North Sea, and Scythe are his go-to games. Each gives me a different mechanism. Garrett says, an explosion of resources, if you will. And Chad, that's awesome. I need to get a little bit more into Outer Rim and see if that is a game that I really want to play a lot. I really like the theme of the first play, but it wasn't one that I immediately wanted to play again. But I want to give it another try because I really love Star Wars. I really love the theme. A 4. A 4. Okay, a 4 is not too far from a 6. Maybe I can make that work. And I can get a bunch of resources from Potion Explosion if I can put a number there. Ooh, this is going to be tough. Actually, a little bit tougher than I hoped. At the very least, the 1 can go right here and Fleet the Dice game. There's a 1. Here's a coin. Now, how do I get a 3? Actually, I could activate. You know, did I forget? Last turn, I think I did forget to get the star for doing this thing whenever I activate all 3 realms. I did activate all 3 realms last turn. So this turn, there's a lot that I need to do. Maybe too much. But I think I can get 2 more stars pretty easily. Well, not pretty easily, but fairly easily using this ability and another 1 in Fleet the Dice game. For every resource you're about to gain, you may gain another resource type instead. That's interesting. I don't know if that's all that good at this point in the game. So let's puzzle out how we can do this, because I need to get a 3 right here in Potion Explosion, or another number. So I can get the 3 by using 2 coins and 2 pumpkins. I could also just write down the 4. That might be the easiest. And then copy the 4 for use later. That might be the way to go. Let's see how that works out. Here's a 4. Here's 2 stars. Now I can gain 1 resource per star used in this realm. And so I think 3 of them will be hearts. So I can copy the 4 maybe. Although it'll require 3 hearts and then 4 pumpkins to manipulate that 4 up to a 6, which is what I really need to get 2 stars. That seems like a lot. So whereas I could just get 4 coins, which I have room for. There's 4 of the resources. So that's a 6 right there if I want to use those coins. And then, unfortunately, that is 4 coins. So the other 2, I think, need to be... The 2 hearts isn't going to do anything either. All right, let's make them pumpkins. 2 hearts I don't think will do enough. So I think what I need to do, this is a little weird, but I think I will use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2 pumpkins, so it becomes a 6 to cross this off. Actually, did I manage to get all the stars? 1, 2, 3, 4. I did get it. I didn't need that 5. There's the 6. And now I've used all 3 realms, so I get a star here. And now if I can only get this star, which I believe I can do by using this ability and this 1 coin that I left for myself and this ability, I can put the 1 right there and get that last star. Pretty friendly but thinky combination of realms right here to be able to get 18.4. A better than perfect score for the final round. I'm curious how you did. I bet some Rolling Realms masters out there will get an even better score with this combination, where order of operation really matters. One of my favorite mechanisms in games where order of operations matters. Garrett says he got 18 even exactly. No remaining resources. He used all his resources. Chad also says Outer Rim with the expansion is such a great sandbox experience. I don't think we played with the expansion the first time we played, so I think we need to add that in and see how it goes. Yeah, thank you all for hanging out. Chad, Garrett, it's always great fun to see you in the comments. Hopefully we'll get to play a game together in person someday. I'd love to play a game with both of you. And anyone else playing along, let me know now or in the future how you scored against my 18.4. And I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I'll see you in late November for game 75 of Rolling Realms. All right. Take care. Bye.